Guys, today's video we're going to review the HPI Hoonigan truck as driven by Ken Block. I bought this thing from an AliExpress seller, Light Mirko store. So let's just take a look and see if it's packed right and make sure I actually got the car that I ordered. Okay, so a little history on Ken Block. He started rally racing in the early 2000s, I believe in 2005 in Vermont actually. And since then he's done world rally racing and a lot of American rally racing, and he has a viral video series back in 2009. His second one, Gymkhana 2, was actually the #1 viral video on YouTube. So this truck is actually featured in Gymkhana number 10, as well as another video where it actually races up, I believe, the most dangerous road in China. So it's a custom one-off truck that was of choice by Ken Block, because Ken Block, when he was a kid, his father had a 1977 Ford F150, and that's the truck he learned to drive in. So that's the basis of this truck here. So let's take a look at the packaging. Obviously it was shipped pretty nice by the seller. It's bubble wrapped in a virgin box, so I don't think there's any... Well, look at that. If you're really picky about your packaging, this one, I don't know if that's from shipping or if it was actually dropped before it was put into a box. But here we go. We got the sticker here, new number 43, HPI. Now I know HPI from RC cars and trucks. They have a website and most of it's RC vehicles. They're pretty good vehicles. They have some bargain ones. They're not the super high end of RC, but they're not bad. They're definitely hobby grade. Okay, so pretty strong cardboard, and we got a nice kind of like a microfiber suede. It feels like suede, but it's definitely artificial, and that's nice. Oh, it's cool. It's got a printing of HPI64, so that's neat. I don't see too many of this brand online, but from the pictures I saw, it looks like it's going to be a great car. So there's some tape here. Looks like it's an acrylic base as well. Yeah, it's laser cut. You can see the laser cut lines on the base actually, but that's fine. Okay, so some other stats of this vehicle. There's a V6 twin turbo, which is supposedly taken from the Ford GT Le Mans program, and it's making 914 horsepower and 700 pound-feet of torque. And it's got all-wheel drive and an aluminum body, just like the real F-150s these days actually, but this is designed after a classic one, which wouldn't have been aluminum. Okay, so another thing, it's all-wheel drive, because it's a drift car, a proper drift car, and it's running on 20-inch rims made by a company called 1552, and these are called the Turbo Max, and they're real bead locks, so they're literally clamping the beads together so they don't shear off while it's doing all these crazy drifting drift runs. So I really highly recommend you look up Gymkhana or Ken Block on YouTube, and you'll see the crazy videos. I mean, I think he's probably the most skilled car driver there is right now. I mean, better than F1. F1 cars don't drift. So this guy does some crazy precision driving. Okay, now let's take a closer look here. As it's spun around a few times, but you guys, if you watch my videos, I'm a really detail-oriented person, so I want to really look at everything. And I'm going to get a better angle here so the light's better. This photo booth I have to find the fine balance between too much reflection from the bright lights above, but enough that the shadows don't hide everything. So I guess we'll start from the side view. So those beadlock wheels do look nice, and it looks like there is air passing through them, and there's indication of some disc brake rotors back there. You notice the front one's much bigger than the rear one, it seems. No, I think they're the same size. I have to look at it with the naked eye for a second, but they're definitely what look like let me see, I'm just debating if I should take it off the stand. It does seem like there's some detail in there. Alright, I'll do it this time around. So we got 2 screws here. If anyone's really interested in the stand. I guess this is a limited edition, 599 of them, and this is number 188. This placard, I don't know if it's cardboard. I don't know if it's cardboard or plastic, to be honest with you. I don't get the cold, so I don't think it's metal. Well, anyhow, so this one does have some detail. I don't really expect that in these resin models, but there is a little detail on the bottom, and there's 3 screws if for some reason you want to take it apart. I think the tires were a little crushed on that stand, but I'm sure if it sits, those will expand back out. There's actually a trailer hitch here. It's funny. And in one of those videos, he has a trailer with his previous vehicle, which is a crazy looking Ford Mustang. Okay, so back here, it was the disc brake rotors. That's why I took it off to try to see what's going on. But hopefully you can see the groove in that rotor there in the rear. It is a, when you look at it with the naked eye, it is a photo-etched metal piece. It looks like it's metallic in there. Okay, so I was wondering if you could see it from this side here, but can't. These wheels are not going to move at all. It does bring up the subject of the tires. Toyo Tires is a big sponsor for Ken Block, and his team is called Hoonigan. So you'll see here it says Hoonigan. That's his racing team. Before he was sponsored by Monster Energy and must still be, but I think Hoonigan is the actual team now. And I didn't know this about Ken Block. He's actually one of the founders of DC Shoes. I never knew that. So quite a talented businessman and an extremely skilled driver. Okay, so we have all this, printing on the side here. I'm curious if it's a decal or some sort of, I'm not sure how they get these on these cars these days. It's clearly not glossed over. It looks like the decals are literally on the surface of this model, so I'm quite afraid that these graphics will scratch off very easily. There's no clear coat, I don't think, protecting them. So this is definitely going to go back on the base and never leave the display box again. Yeah, definitely on the roof here. That's a decal. So you really don't want to be fondling this model with your fingers like I am. Okay, but look at this side window. It's super thin plastic. It's not like a molded plastic. I think it's just a thin plastic with black printed on it. But that's what gives it the thinness. So that's pretty neat. The mirror itself, the side mirror, has a little chrome piece in there, it seems. I don't think that's paint. I think that's like a chrome piece of plastic. So while we're at it, we'll just continue spinning around here to the back. So I mentioned the trailer hook. And look at the rear wing. It has 4 little tiny thin braces holding it up. Super thin. Okay? And the wing seems to be a bent piece of metal. You can see the reflectivity of it. Can't feel the temperature difference. I do think that it's metal. I don't. It's just too thin to, I think, to be plastic. Right. So look at that thinness. Okay. So the taillights look pretty good. Are they translucent? I don't get the impression they're translucent, but I'm quite sure there must be separate pieces of plastic. Yeah. Okay. Ford printing. The Hoonigan back there. Okay. Let's just take a look at this side, see if there are any issues. So you'll see this crazy wide body kit on it. Okay. And then the exhaust pipes here are running out the side right here in the front quarter panel. They're not running towards the back of the car. It's a totally custom made frame. It's, I believe, a whole tube chassis. And again, it's custom made aluminum panels. So here's the twin turbos, 1 turbo, 2 turbos going into the V6. The internet says this is a custom 3D printed manifold. Okay, so the front, and yeah, you can see the classic 77 F150 look there. And then it's got some taped off headlight covers. So it's paint, but it's supposed to mimic tape, I imagine. These do seem to be separate plastic turn signals. Some sponsorship there, Toyo Tires. And that decal wasn't put on perfectly. Okay. It's a super light model. It's resin. It's not metal. most of these higher end models, they're going for detail, so you have to go with plastic to get the fine detail. Metal just can't do it. Okay, so now this is the highlight of the show. You got the tube frame here, and then some radiators back there. The drive shaft run to the rear diff. Wait a sec, where are the drive shafts though from the differential? Right? Am I missing something? If it's an all-wheel drive car, should there not be an axle running from this black diff to the wheels? I mean, that's a pretty huge oversight by this company, HPI, which is weird because HPI is a pretty big RC company. They know better. They make functioning RC vehicles. So is this an issue from the factory where quality control is non-existent? Or did they really design it poorly? Or is it underneath that aluminum pan? It's hard to see. I don't know. It theoretically could be sandwiched between this black bottom and that. But I don't know. I'll have to look at pictures on the internet. I feel like I should see drive shafts. It's a bit odd. This is a rubber fuel. I don't know if that's a rubber fuel tank, but that's the fuel tank. And then we have some plumbing going into it. And this must be the fuel filler cap with this red circle on it. Let's see if it says anything. I can't see that on my computer screen, but it looks like there's text on that red decal. Okay. Alright, so the tires are coming through, they're coming through the fenders into the back. This wheel well, it's not a wheel well, it's just there's no pickup bed, so it's just supposed to be the frame. Okay, so yeah, I don't know what's going on there with the lack of drive shafts. It seems like a huge oversight. Okay, one thing we didn't try to look at was the interior. It's just black. Well, you can see silver in the middle, and then there's a tall gear shift, which is quite common on a rally car, so it's closer to the driver's hands. I'm going to try to shine my flashlight in here and see what we can see here. Okay, so there's a steering wheel. Now look at the instrument cluster. There's a decal with the gauges, so that's nice. It looks like on the passenger side there's like a carbon fiber texture. The frame. Alright, so, and then the door inside is painted silver because I guess it's just a raw aluminum panel. Let's see what the other side looks like. Okay, so just a little different view there. That's a nice view of the interior there. Yeah, looks like from my recollection of the video, this does look like the dashboard in the real truck. So you can maybe pause this and watch the video and decide for yourself. Okay, so an aftermarket steering wheel there. Any seat belts? Are there seat belts? Racing belts. I don't know. I don't see any seat belts, unfortunately. Oh wait, there it is. You can see the yellow text on. I guess the seatbelt must be black. So it's really hard to tell because you got this windshield graphic. Ford Performance is blocking so much of the windshield. But I do think that's a seatbelt because otherwise why would there be yellow text running vertically down that seat there on the right? So that does seem pretty nice. Okay, look at the frail mirrors here, the actual mirror frame. So that's pretty neat. Pretty impressive detail right there, how thin that is. So, okay, well, I gotta say it's overall it's a nice model. The only glaring issue is, what's going on there. And then I'm not sure about this framework here, how it just terminates in dead space. It should terminate inside a hole through that model, but I guess they felt that was too difficult to do. Well, I'm wondering if there's actually a roll cage inside the cabin. I don't know. I don't see one, but I do see a rear view mirror. You see there? Hanging from the ceiling? So that's a nice touch as well. Nice detail. And we do have a bunch of sponsorship here on the rear window. Must be in the Forza Motorsport game. Forza Horizon, that must be a video game for the Xbox. Okay. Well, okay, so hopefully, if anything, if you've never heard of Ken Block or the Gymkhana series, look it up. This one's in Gymkhana 10. He's blazing all about in some town in Texas, just doing crazy stunts. But then if you watch the really early ones, I mean, those are just as good or better, to be honest with you, I think. But I think he's racing more rally-specific cars. As I said, he's a professional rally car driver. So, okay, we'll see you in the next video.